you are getting 1 week of free access to our trading room. These are the links. You can see them here, all posted for every session. You're going to get 10 sessions starting next week, Monday. 2 Monday and 2 every day afterwards until Friday. You can join us as we analyze the charts, we take trades, we manage trades, and we close the trades. So you will get to see exactly how we do that. Then, at the end of the week, you'll give us your review. You'll tell us whether you like it or not. And if you like it and you would like to continue with us, we're going to give you the option to join the group and take the trading course, which is starting on the 26th of this month. The 26th, we're starting a live training course. The live training course is where we give you all the knowledge you need about Forex trading, including wave analysis. And I mean Forex trading, every possible thing you want to discuss about Forex trading, everything we're going to teach about wave analysis, how to identify patterns, how to trade the patterns, how to manage your trades when you're in the pattern. So this course will be a little different from the previous courses I did, because this course will be focused about patterns and trading using wave analysis. So you may want to join. If you're a struggling trader, if you're a trader making money but not enough, if you're a trader who have no idea what's happening in the charts, but you would like to understand how to read it, how to understand what's happening, how to know how to get into a trade, how to manage your trade, how to get out of trades when they're not going your way, you may want to join us. If you cannot afford to join the course full now, because we do this course only once or twice a year, but you would like to eventually take the course and you would like to save up money for that, you can join our installment program. That is you saving up money for the course by paying us an installment on a monthly basis. We will allow you access to our trading room twice daily. This is exactly what you're going to get. So the 1 week you're getting free here will show you what you're going to get if you join the installment program. The installment program is you're paying for the course, but we are giving you free access to the trading room to help you boost your account if you can manage to take advantage of that and grow your account or make successful trades, or at least don't lose your account and learn to trade. So our job will be to get you to become a better trader. And I hope that works. So join us next week. And if you would like to see what we do, I can give you a very quick update of what we do. Now, you're going to ask me how you're going to join us. Send me a Skype message. In the description on all my videos that I posted, previous videos, not these, you're going to get the Skype link to send me a Skype message. If you don't get it, then the Skype message is this. Let me type it here for you. It's also at the top here, right? You can also see, I think you will be able to get it somewhere in here. There's a Skype message somewhere in there. But if you don't find it, go to Skype, download Skype. If you don't have Skype, it's MANGAL 457. You send me, that's my Skype name. You can find me, send me a message, and I will answer to you. I will tell you what the details are of the course and how you can join. Either the full course or the thing. We don't have a website because I'm not big in the business of selling. I'm big in the business of training you to trade. So mostly what you're getting is a training session, right? And the good thing about this is once we complete the training, you get lifetime access to the group, which means there are traders with us who are here for 4 or 5 years. They're successful, but they still stay with us here. They still stay with us here so that they can continue to learn what we're doing. They continue to learn what we're doing. And they're getting... 1 second, guys. Yeah. And they're getting the full knowledge continuously updated for them because we keep doing new things. We keep doing good things in here. So you get to learn. Every day you learn something. You do the course, you get continuous practice, you get lifetime access. You're trading, right? You're a trader. If you plan to trade for lifetime, then you want to be in a group where you can trade together with everybody. And you can see the trades we take. The good thing about this is we're not just giving you some videos and said, okay, take these videos and go figure out what to do with them. We're telling you, this is the method we use. Come watch how we do it. So you can see for yourself if it's actually working. You don't need somebody to tell you. You don't need a website with a lot of recommendations and things that I will be writing myself, posting, and a lot of comments and a lot of all these things that, made up stuff, certificates and all of that. Things you can easily create, right? These days, those are all a waste of time if you can't take advantage of what we get. If you can't come and see me do it and say, okay, I want to learn this stuff, or this is going to help me, right? This is what I'm looking for to help me change my trading style to become successful or to strive towards success. Then all the other things on the website are just glitters, right? Glitters to make you come and buy something that is useless. So you should join this live and then figure out for yourself if it is useful to you. That simple. I'm going to show you very quickly what we actually do in the trading room. So these are trades we took this morning. This is a buy. That trade is closed already. You notice there's another buy at the top there. There's a reason when we get in these trades and they don't go, we close them. But we still have an entry order to buy because it's still a buy setup. It hasn't changed. Everything you see here are setups. All these trades. Here's another one, the Euro Pound. We're in the Euro Pound trade already. These are setups either active or not active as yet. Like we're waiting to sell euro. We're waiting to sell the euro dollar, right? So the euro dollar sell will come under that low. I think we'll get it from the top coming down. Now that it is at the top there, it's going to make a flat. Pound, same thing, waiting to sell the pound. Would it go? I don't know. We'll see when it comes. We just wanted, it's there. We wanted to sell it from here, going down, because we look at this as an impulse, a correction, and then you get one more impulse here, maybe still continue to go. So this is the trade we'll be looking for. This morning when we came in, it was here, so we were trying to sell it here. We'd sell it at a higher spot, which means maybe we will sell this flag, and if it keeps going up, it makes another flag here, we'll be selling that flag. Aussie, definitely a sell. We already had a sell in the Aussie that we closed. That was under this low. I closed that one. It should have been under this low, but I had the entry order here earlier. I didn't take it off. I closed that trade. We have an entry order here. That entry order is going to go higher. So that entry order is going to come somewhere here already. Looking for the sell to the downside. So I'll just put it back here because we only change it in the trading room when the traders are there so that they can see why we change it, what are the changes, and they can join us. Surprisingly, we bought New Zealand this morning. This is a buy in the New Zealand. You can see the codes are different. That is for sell. This is for buy. This is a buy in the New Zealand. That trade, you should have closed it already and probably closed it right in this correction here. Take the profit off. Take that profit off. We're waiting for another buy. So New Zealand, depending on how this piece behaves, whether it consolidates or go, will be a buy. Now, a lot of this might not make sense to you. And a lot of this might look like, okay, these are hindsight stuff. Yesterday, we sold CAD, the pound CAD, the euro CAD. We took the sells from the pound CAD. We sold it from here going down, right? You can see that the forecast is there. We're still trying to sell it again today. As a matter of fact, some of us are already in the trade. You can see that this might have tagged you. It's there. If it comes back here and don't break out, we'll close the trade. It's still downside. That has not changed. Euro CAD, same thing, right? We sold it from here yesterday. That entry order is still there. We don't have an entry on this as yet because we anticipate that this is going to go back up. Now that it's back at the top there, we're going to put an entry order to sell it, right? If it is going to drop again, then we'll figure out where we get the trade. If it's going to go up, I don't think it's going up from here, but if it's going to go, we need a bigger flag to buy it. So as you can see, but I'm going to show you one very interesting chart that is going to change the style you trade, and that is the New Zealand CAD. We have this as a challenge chart. I'm going to start from the daily so you can see why this is interesting. This is a very, very interesting one because of where we are at the moment. As you can see at the moment, we're in this pattern. We're in this pattern here. We've got an impulse. We've got a correction. And there is a very high probability we're going to be doing this. So we bought this move up. We bought that move up, and we're trying to buy this move up. We already started buying from the time it's here, but most of those trades didn't go. So we bought, we closed the trades, we bought, we closed the trades, and we're buying again. I'm on a weekly charts, a daily chart, so as you can see, right? So when you go in the 1 hour, I bought this morning, closed the trade, and I have another entry to buy again, which means if this goes, I'm in the trade, right? So the first buy was from somewhere here we started buying. And then we bought this and the trades keep closing. I didn't think we sold that. We bought this again and we bought this again and the trades keep closing. I bought this and I have buy setup there. This one is already closed. We close that there with a buy setup here. If this goes, we're in the trade. If it's going to drop one more, we'll sell it here. So it's a sell setup as well as it looks right now. Yesterday, you can see that sell setup there, right? So if this doesn't go up and starts breaking, there's a sell setup here, but the sell is very short-lived, which means this could just do this and then go right back up. So if we take this sell, we're going to be sure, we're going to be very, very monitoring very carefully about it, because once it turns and it makes a flag, we're buying again. Because the bigger trade is to the upside, but the impulse keeps going down, and it could do that for a long period of time. You can keep dropping in the 1 hour for like the next 2 weeks. The distance it goes is very short. That wouldn't really affect it. It's not any big moves, but you get small trades. It's when it starts going up really aggressively. Like, this is not the trade I'm looking for when I bought this. I'm expecting it to do that. But if it does this, I close the trade, I put another entry. If it does this, you get the trade. If it doesn't do it, then you just come out of the trade and you wait for the next setup to go, right? Because if you don't, you'll be upside down and you'll be losing trades like crazy. Now, for you to do that, for you to be able to enter and exit trade on this, you have to understand what the chart is doing, what that specific pattern is doing, and why that specific pattern would either go or not go, and how you're going to get out of the trade and get back in the trade should it go. Where you're buying and where you're putting the stops. All of that is what we do on a daily basis on every single chart you see on this list. Now, the ones at the bottom here, we don't trade them that often. Those are rare charts that some of my traders or people who joined the installment program would trade. They would ask me to look at it, and we'll look at it. I'll keep them because we'll come back as reference to them. These traders will update those charts once, twice a week. On a normal basis, all these charts are updated 5 times a day. 5 times a day, you're getting analysis to decide what is the status of your trade right now. And even if you're an investor, as one guy was telling me when the last time I did a 1 week free, we were discussing, I think was XRP. Yeah, we were discussing this one, and he was like, I'm an investor, so I'm holding on to it. I'm not, getting rid of it. And this was the trade. I posted this trade, and I said, when it gets to the top there, you may want to take profit because it's going to come back down, right? So let's relook at this to see what he said, what I told him, and what would have been good to do. So at the top here, I was like, you don't really have to keep it. You can close the trade here and buy back lower, right? Because it's going to go down. How deep, we don't know. You see, I'm not sure how deep this is going to go, but it's coming down. And you can just close the trade. Even if you're an investor, close the trade and buy back. So let's say you close your trade at that level, at 57, 50, what that is, 52, where it is right now. Right now, whatever amount you buy, and if you're an investor, I don't know, you own probably 100,000 worth of it. So 100K you bought at the price of 52. Well, that's 52,000, right? That's 52,000 you invested there, right? 52,000 of cryptos you own. What if you closed it there and you take the same money and you bought back here at the price of, I don't know, 42, right? So from 42 back to 52, you're already making profit. You see, you're already making profit. Rather than holding it and you're back at square one, especially if you bought $100,000 worth of it, if you're an investor, you could have sell all there and then buy back at the bottom here. You could have buy back here. You could have buy back here. You could have buy back anywhere in here for the upside. And then you make profit. The same trade, you're not closing your trade. You're not giving up on it. You're just saying, I don't need to hold it that fast. Now, what would make you close the trade and enter? Understanding the patterns that are creating and the direction they're going to go. So I was telling him, and when he was there, is that this pattern that you see here is telling us that it's going to drop. And if it makes another flag like that, it is going to drop. It's when it's go back up and you see this flag that you know you're going up. What this is telling us, it's likely going to drop. So what if again you close the trade here and you wait for it to come back here and buy. And your question is, well, how do you know it's going to go here? Exactly his question. How do you know it's going to go there? What if it doesn't go? Well, if it doesn't go, and you can watch that video, I told him, put an entry order to buy just above this top here, the top, just above that top there. So the difference between 52 and where you're going to buy it is 50, let's say 56. That's a 4-cent difference, whereas you got a 10-cent profit. That's 2.5 to 1, right? So you're going to get 4 cents less. The same amount you buy back here. If this takes off, you're back in the trade. But if it drops here, you get to buy it much cheaper. The same thing, if you close it, I would say to him, close the trade there, wait for this to consolidate. If it consolidates, buy back at the bottom of the consolidation for the same price, plus or minus 10 cents, right? And let it go up. But if it doesn't consolidate, if it actually drops, you get to buy back below this price. So you get to buy back at 36, 37. And when this goes back up again, you sell, and you could be doing that for a number of time up and down. You know how long this thing could go sideways? This thing could spend about 2 years going sideways like this up and down. You could be here for the next 2 years doing this before it either go up or it comes down. And for 2 years, you're just holding it at square one. Whereas for 2 years, I'm telling you, you can make 10, 15% on every trade. As a matter of fact, if you buy for 42 and you sell for 52, you make something like about 20%, I would assume. I'm not calculating it, but just a wild guess, right? You make 20, 25% almost on your investment. And you can do that for the rest of the year. You can do that like 100 times. Take this piece, for example. If you were holding some cryptos here and it go there and you didn't take profit, look what happened when it came back here. How long do you have to wait for it to go back to that point? Right? Look how long you had to wait. When you get that spike, you are thinking, oh my God, this is going to heaven. So I'm not going to sell, I'm holding. And then you watch it drop way back to your price and you're like, what did I do? I could have taken some profit there. Yes, you could have. Right? And then it comes back here and you're like, I don't know what to do. I have no idea. Well, I would have told you what to do. I said, sell it. Because you see this, that is going downwards. And then buy it back in here. That's it. Buy it back here. It goes back up, come down. You can sell again with an order to buy above the top. You could have bought it here, it'd go back, sell it right there again, let it drop, buy back at the bottom. And you can do that every time. Remember, I'm in the weekly chart here. You can do that on a daily basis on a 1 hour chart. Your entry point on this one, let's take this up move. You know where was the first entry in that up move? Let me show you where the first entry was in that up move. Let's see if I can bring that down to the 15 minutes. It's not even this. That wasn't your first entry for the buy. Your first entry for the buy was here. The very first entry for the buy, once it made this low and this started to go up, that was your first entry because you're coming to retest this top. Right? See that up move, that pull back. The next up move is going to break that top. That was your first buy. So you could have bought it at this point, put it to break even and keep it. It pull back, it go, it pull back, it go, and it does this. You can close it. Our traders, they buy in this close all the time. They would have closed it here. Buy back in this one, right? Buy back in this one. Once you get that correction, you start buying from the bottom of the correction going. And you may say, well, that looks good hindsight. Why don't you come and do it live? Well, we did it live 1 week and I was telling him, close it. So you can join us and you will actually get to see how we do it live every single day. So why waiting for? Go to this here right now and click notify me in every single one of them so that you can access those live sessions. You definitely want to access them so that you can learn. Now, if you're already using a different method that you're pretty happy with, but it's not giving you great results, come and see how you can use our method with the method you're using, and maybe that's going to make it much better. If you're an experienced trader but still struggling, and we've had that, traders with 5-6 year experience and still struggling to make money, it's not working for them, come and try this. You see, we will show you how it works. All my sessions start with, can you tell me what trades you're in? Let's start looking at them. And all my sessions end with, do you have any questions? Now, I want you to go to any of the other gurus and see how many of them do that. Start with questions and end with questions. How many of them want to see the trade you're in and to tell you what to do with that trade? The best thing is they don't want to know what you're doing, because then they have no idea what they should tell you to do. Right? Most of them have no idea what you should do with it themselves. They have no idea how to help you with that trade struggling, because the method they're using does not do forecasts. I actually I think it was yesterday, saw one ad where this guy claimed he was a hedge fund trader, and I believe he was. I wouldn't doubt him. And he's coming down selling things to retail traders, and he is telling them, we don't do forecasts. You don't have to do forecasts. I'm going to give you some set of rules. So it's taking out all your discretion, and you don't have to do forecast. I'm like, dude, do you know that trading is forecasting? Like, you're literally saying, hey, you can win the Olympic game for running, but you're not a runner. I'm going to make you get the Olympic gold, but you're not going to be a runner. Like, it doesn't make sense, right? Trading is making a forecast. The idea that you're putting a trade on is you've just made a forecast. If you bought something, the forecast is you think it's going to go up. That's why you're buying it. If you sell it, the forecast is you think it's going to drop. That's the whole point of buying and selling, because you think it's either going to gain value or it's going to lose value. So by saying to traders that what the rules I'm giving you take out any possibility for you to make a forecast, is saying, okay, dummy, here is what I want you to do. I want you to give me some money, and I'll give you a set of rules, and then goodbye. Because I don't know what you're going to do with the rules if you're not making forecasts. If the rule says buy here, it means you just made a forecast. So when you hear something from a guru, question what you hear, question what I say. Come in the live sessions and question what we do. That's what we are asking you. We will take questions. Questions exactly what we do. Why did we buy there? How are we managing the trades? What do we think it's going to do? Which direction we're looking for when we decide we're going to buy or sell? Why we're choosing those directions? What are the criteria for all of that? Join and question. You should question. If he's going to sell me those stuff, I'm going to question. Well, if I'm not making a forecast, why am I buying it? Or am I selling it? Because the idea of trading is that you're first making a forecast and then you're acting on that forecast, right? You have a bias, and a bias is a forecast. I believe euro is going to get strong, so I want to buy euro. And then you go into the charts and you said, okay, if it's going to get strong, where do I buy it? And what if I'm wrong? Where do I exit that trade? That's all. That's your strategy. But the whole idea of trading, of you becoming a trader, is making forecast. Long-term forecast, short-term forecast, a 1 hour forecast, any matter of time, you have to be making the forecast. So I hope you guys understand that, it's not easy as giving you a set of rules. It's not easy as giving you a set of videos. It's not easy as learning something for 15 minutes. Or it's not easy like you're going to make $100 a day every day. No, that's not going to happen. You're going to have losing days. So when you hear gurus say things like that, what you have to do is close that video down and never go back there again. Because either he is dishonest with you, which is very bad, or he himself has no idea what he's talking about. And the most popular thing, well, the second most popular thing after wave analysis now in trading thing, I think it's liquidity, searching for liquidity in the charts. I did a whole video on that. Like, here is where liquidity is on the charts. You tell the two, if you remember those couple of banks that went bankrupt and the broker company that went bankrupt because of liquidity, go tell them where liquidity is on the charts. They might find some there. You can feel the nonsense in it by saying there's liquidity in the charts. By saying, hey, broker, here is liquidity. Why are you going bankrupt? Look, there's liquidity in the charts here. Come get some. This is where the liquidity is sitting. It shows a level of ignorance beyond my understanding. I don't know how you could be so ignorant about what it is if this is your profession. Like, what is liquidity and how it works? The next most popular thing they get after wave analysis also is something called smart money concept. Yeah. Anybody who is selling you something that has a smart money in it means they think you are the dummy. That's the whole point. If I'm selling you a smart money concept, I'm selling that to a dummy. because you have to be dumb to buy into something like that. So all the other money are dumb money concept. This one person or these couple of people have this smart money concept, and everybody else has a dumb money concept. Good job. Keep trying that nonsense and see where it leads you. Because that is what you call covering. That's what you call packaging. If you take the most tasteless piece of something, let's, I don't know, chocolate or candy or whatever, but you put it in a very good package, you can sell it expensive because people will buy the package. But if they said, okay, taste and then buy, I think you will not buy it. You will not spend your money no matter what the package is. You're not going to buy that piece of crap. So we're telling you, come look at what we do. Forget about whether we're the dumb money concept or the smart money concept. Forget about wave analysis and how it works. Come look at how we trade in the trading room. Join us. Watch what we do. Make your own decision. I believe you are the smart money. You are the smart traders. You can make your decision. So I don't have any smarter money concept to give you. Right? We teach you to understand what the chart is doing, how to read the charts, how to analyze it. We teach you strategies of how you're going to enter. We teach you strategies of how to exit. And we teach you strategies of how to manage the trade when you're in and it's not going. Just like the trade that I took today. I took this trade and closed it earlier because it wasn't going. And from my experience and the way we analyze chart, if it's not going now, then it's most likely might not even go. There are many trades like that we close. Now, I closed this trade here this morning. I bought the trade here. I closed it here. Right? See those consolidations there? It dropped to this level. If I still like the trade, let's say I still like that, I could buy again here. Right? It's the same trade. I'd already took that profit and I'm buying it here. My stop is still here. It's the same trade, except that I close it and re-enter exactly where I entered the first time. But I didn't do that because that's not how we trade. I'm just showing you that you can do that if you still insist in keeping it. I'll be buying this. Now I'm no longer buying it here. I'll be buying it at this level. Maybe if this makes another flag here and come, it makes another flag and come, makes another, I'll be buying it at this level to the upside. So depending on how we see this structure develop, we'll decide where we want to buy it. Maybe we'll be selling it. I already told you that maybe we'll be selling it here. If this thing comes here and don't break but drop and start to do this, we will be selling it here and that could drop through the bottom and then go back up. So why should I stay in a trade that has the potential to come down back here? And how many times has that happened to you? I'm going to leave you with that thought. How many times has that happened to you? When you're in a trade, you had a chance to get out. You didn't get out. You had profit in the trade. You didn't get out because you didn't understand what it's going to do, if it's turning or not. And then it turns and goes against you. And instead of being in profit, you're upside down and you have no idea what to do. That's exactly where I'm going to end. If you want to understand what to do, join us. Thank you very much. Trade with care. Have a great week ahead of you, and it's almost ending. And see all of you Monday. I hope you're going to join us. Take care. Bye.